Please get ready for exercise number 10 of legal dictation. 5 seconds. Start. Sri L.M. Singh, learned counsel for the applicant, submits that this was a case which prima facie indicated a relationship between the applicant and the victim who wanted to live together, and the victim, who belongs to an inferior caste, having failed to get the blessings of her guardians, was allegedly assaulted and done to death by her kith and kin, or on account of being humiliated by them she may have committed suicide. It is further submitted that the entire investigation, the post-mortem report, the Panchanama, and the stand of the villagers, who could have been independent witnesses, clearly support the case of the applicant, who has been falsely implicated and charge-sheeted for the offences as alleged. Sri L.M. Singh has invited the attention to the various allegations contained in the bail application and has assisted the court with parts of the case diary as produced by the learned AGA to substantiate his pleadings. In short, the contention of the learned counsel is that the victim appears to have been brutally assaulted at her own house by her own kith and kin. Learned AGA contends that any defect in the investigation will not dilute the complicity of the applicant, and in view of the heinous nature of the offence, the applicant does not deserve bail and there is no parity with his parents so as to grant him bail. Learned AGA further submits that the manner in which the girl came to be recovered, on the pointing out by the applicant himself, and further from the mental condition of the girl as well as the statement of the witnesses, it is clear that the applicant had abetted the offence and had also outraged the modesty of the victim forcibly. He further submits that the post-mortem reflects the cause of injury due to ante-mortem shock burn injuries, and therefore it is a clear case of suicide on the instigation and intimidation of the applicant. It is also stated by her that when she reached the police station along with her husband, the applicant was there and he informed that the victim was lying tied down with a rope in a nearby field of the applicant. The mother of the victim and the others returned back, and at about 5 p.m. in the evening, they recovered the girl tied with a rope and her face covered with a cloth, whereafter they took her home. At that point of time, it is alleged that the victim informed the parents that she had been forcibly taken away by the applicant to his house where he had committed rape, and with the help of his father, he had allegedly taken her to the agricultural field and tied her hands and feet and left her there. It is further stated that when they were at home, then one Shiv Prakash approached them and threatened them not to take any action and to forget whatever has happened to their daughter. The applicant was at that police station in the custody of the police, and according to the statement of the station house officer, Mr. Dohre, since there was a compromise between the parties, the applicant was released at 8 a.m. the next day. The statement of the informant, the mother of the deceased, and the other witnesses do not narrate anything immediately preceding the occurrence, which is stated to have taken at 10 a.m. on 3/9/2010. There is no indication in any of the statements as to where were the family members when the alleged suicide was committed by the deceased in broad daylight at 10 a.m. on the first floor of their premise. There is also nothing to indicate that no one made any attempt to save her life when she set herself on fire. The Panchnama or the other statements of the witnesses at the time of the recovery of the body does not indicate that the suicide was committed after bolting any door or locking the house from inside. Stop.